Hi everyone, James Bird here. In this video, I'm just going to show you some simple techniques, in this case, to construct a framing for a table design, just using basic extrusions and some duplication and welding of faces. So in this particular case, we're just going to construct a basic table framework that we're going to use. So what I thought I would do is just show you a very quick way of designing this. So let's just add in some additional subdivisions. So my height's 15, let's add in 15 subdivisions, especially if I want a 1-to-1 ratio molding on the top here. Now that I've constructed this particular thing here, I can then come in onto this face here and then go to my modeling toolkit. You don't know how to get to modeling toolkit, it's under mesh tools. And then if you go to multi-cut tool, you click on your little window there and you can bring down your various mesh tools. Now I want to do an extrusion. So I want to actually extrude this face out from the object. Now, I may want to extrude with divisions so that I can keep my divisional series in exactly the same alignment of this one. In this case, I'm not so worried about it. I'm just going to extrude out to a point, but let's extrude to about halfway. So let's extrude to around about, say, 10. Because what I want to do is I want to then join this and duplicate and construct my model from there. Now I want to grab this face in here. Again, I want to extrude, and you can see that it keeps the same value that you had previously. So now I'm sort of constructing the initial parts of my process here. Again, if I wanted to, I could have added divisions and then done some face extrusions, but I wanted to show you a few different tools that we can use here. So now that I've constructed this particular object, I now want to start joining individual, I want to create 4 legs and I want to join each of these individual components together. So let's just go to edit and then just go duplicate. And then if we see our object, we've created a duplicated object here. So what I want to do is I just want to rotate it. We can come into our channel box here. So say like rotate it 180 degrees, sorry, 90 degrees. That's right. Negative 90 degrees. Always fun working in 3D space. And now what I want to do is I want to join these two particular mesh objects up in space. So again, I could go through a process of, just selecting them, and I could do a union of those particular objects as long as they were embedded in the exact same grid location. Which is what I showed you in the previous video, or I could do a bridge between my two faces, or I could target weld. So in this particular instance, I just want to show you how we can use the bridging tool. So let's just move those two apart. So with the bridging tool, I can bridge a face to a face, so I can bridge those two faces together, and that's what I'm going to do in this particular instance. In order to do a bridge, you need to make sure that the two meshes are combined. So to do that, we just go Mesh, Combine. And now what I want to do is I want to grab this face, and I want to bridge between those. So in this case, I grab the face, and I grab the face. I come down to my modeling tools and I want to connect using a bridge. So now I've welded or bridged that geometry together. Now I want to come in here now and I want to make sure that I remove any of the additional edges that I don't need in this particular element. So I know I don't need this one or this one. I also don't need this edge or this edge, and I don't need this edge, and there'll be an edge on the rear side that I don't need as well. Now, when I remove edges, it doesn't remove the vertices. You'll see here that still those edges are in place. So what I want to do now is go into vertex mode, select all my vertices, and then I can just go delete. And now I've constructed my first side of my table. Again, I can go through exactly the same process and go edit and then go duplicate and then bring it out. I can go through my process of rotating my objects, so 180, move it in, and then go through exactly the same process again, selecting the two objects, going mesh, combine, getting my faces, this face and this face, modeling tools and bridge. Again, we'll go this face and bridge. Again, we want to go through and we want to get rid of all of our edges. So now we can delete all of those edges. On our design. Again, we want to make sure that we go to our vertices, get rid of any of the vertices that we don't want. And there's sort of a combined structure for creating all of our geometry and framework. Now, additionally, we should probably go through and get rid of any of these additional vertices and edges that we're no longer using in our particular design. But thank you. There's some simple tools using the bridge and some duplication and some extrusion.